Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Night Phase, bringing you my top 10 favorite films of 2019. That's right, my personal picks for the best of the year. It's been a great decade overall. A lot of great movies came out this decade, so be sure to check out my top 70 favorite films of the decade. I'll leave the link in the description. Make sure you check out that video. I wanted to make it a top 100 of the decade, but I couldn't because due to my moving situation, I only have a limited amount of Blu-rays to showcase in that video. I explained that briefly, so check it out. And yeah, let's get right into it, guys. It's New Year's Eve today. I'm so excited. I'm gonna party all night. Gonna try my best not to get too crazy, but hey, it's the end of a decade, so might as well go out with a bang, right? So we're gonna get right into it. Before we do, though, let's kick things off right. And open up this bottle of Blue Point. Just pick that up. Ignore that now noise. Blue Point Toasted Lager is pretty good. So this is gonna be a laid back, chill video, being that it's New Year's Eve. So just kick back, relax, open a cold one if you have to, like I'm doing right now. Mm-mm. Look at that. Look at that nice amber lager. Look at that. Cheers, guys. So we're gonna get into it. All right, so I have two honorable mentions. Cheers. Mm, some damn good beer. Anyway, I have two honorable mentions, and then we'll get into the top 10. And I'll talk briefly about these films. No spoilers at all. Just gonna talk briefly about them, why I picked them and why I like them so much, and yada yada yada. So yeah, first honorable mention, The Irishman, the new film from Martin Scorsese, came out on Netflix. This easily could have made my top 10, but I only seen it once. It's a 3.5 hour movie, and normally I don't mind long movies, but I kind of felt the runtime a little bit towards the middle. That's why I didn't make my top 10. But that third act is so memorable, cathartic, and just haunting. Just the theme that Martin Scorsese presented to us with the character of Robert De Niro, Frank Sheridan, I believe, about him growing old. I won't get into it too much, but the last image is absolutely like depressing, and it questions your own mortality. Like, was it all worth it? And having to live with regret. And I love those themes. I mean, it's powerful stuff. I just wish the majority of the film was just as gut punching as that last third act, as the finale. But it was great seeing these three legendary actors: Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci. I mean, I love these guys, and it shows these guys still got it. It was great to see them showing their acting chops, especially Joe Pesci. A very subdued performance, not your regular, Tommy Goodfellas, because that's what I was anticipating. Him just get your fucking shine box, or stabbing a guy in the pen like in Casino. Like, you hear that, Frankie? Huh? You little fucking pen, huh? Yeah. I love Joe Pesci, but here he is so believable as this like mobster boss. He's just so calm and collected, and you don't know what he's capable of, behind the scenes. If he's gonna, kiss your ring and welcome you to his club, or he's gonna put out a hit on you, you just don't know. And that's what I loved about Joe Pesci's character. And Robert De Niro was just good, just as good. And Al Pacino with his bombastic performance as always. If anyone's seen Heat, he has the greatest lines in that movie Heat, which also starred Robert De Niro. He's like, "Don't waste my motherfucking time because you got a great ass." I love me some over the top Al Pacino. He was great here. He was so good. Um, what's this guy's name? Jimmy Hoffa, playing Jimmy Hoffa. So it was so interesting. Like I said, oh god, these noises. Ignore that background noise. Yeah, it almost made my top, but unfortunately it did it. On repeated reviews, I feel like it'll get better. So The Irishman is my first honorable mention. Cheers to The Irishman. Mm, so good. I may do this. I may just take a swig of this beer every time I'm done talking about the movie. Okay, next one up is Once Upon a Time. in Hollywood. I don't know why I was gonna say Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Oh god. Anyway, that's a pretty decent movie, but not as great as this movie. Okay, so Quentin Tarantino's ninth film almost made my top 10. I haven't had a chance to finish watching it. I've only seen it once in theaters, so I'm going off that. So I need to rewatch this one more because again, with the Irishman, uh, it kind of meanders in the second part. A lot of people are complaining that there's really no story here, and I think there is a story here. It's just about these two guys uh, in LA in the '60s, just trying to make it, trying to catch a break and trying to make it, and realizing, especially Leonardo DiCaprio's character, that kind of like his time is up as a Hollywood star. It's just so good. I love the themes in this film. Brad Pitt's character is the best friend ever portrayed in any film. He's the BFF you want. He's the guy you want watching your back. Like Brad Pitt honestly stole the movie. Especially okay, the third act is so fucking good. It's so good. It's so classic, traditional Quentin Tarantino with the violence and the mayhem. It involves Marilyn Manson. What the fuck? This beer is getting to me. Gotta get my facts right. Charles Manson's crazy satanic cult followers. There's a great line where one of them is like, just thinking about it, it's so funny. Brad Pitt is like, what was your name again? He's like, I'm here to do the devil's work and da 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 da. He's like, nah, it was something dumber than that. I love Brad Pitt's character. He's so laid back. His dog is awesome as well. And you want to order any fried sauerkraut? I mean, just so many classic lines. It almost made my top 10. I can see why a lot of people are putting this in their top 5, top 10. It's so good. It is memorable, but compared to the other Tarantino films overall, uh, I need more repeated views. It's a great film, but not on that level. Like for example, Django Unchained, Glorious Bastards, Pulp Fiction, even Reservoir Dogs, even Kill Bill. I'd rather watch those films first over this one, is what I'm saying. But the first act, the third act are so good, so well done. Classic, witty Quentin Tarantino dialogue. I just love it, and I wish they did more with Margot Robbie's character as Sharon Tate, because she was just kind of like just hanging around, and I think they did that for out of respect to rest in peace the real Sharon Tate, who was taken tragically by the Manson family, which is unfortunate. Which is why the ending fucking rocks. It's awesome. You could kind of guess what happened. I mean, Tarantino playing up with history, kind of like the way he did in Glorious Bastard. I kind of saw it coming, but it was so gratifying. It was so satisfying to watch. Okay, now we're gonna get into my top 10. This is it. My top 10 favorites of 2019. Let's take another big swig of this. Mm, that blue point is on point. Oh yeah. Anyway, all right. Number 10. Number 10 is the Peanut Butter Falcon. Very underrated film. It's funny. One of my followers, she mentioned this film being her number one. I was like, really? What the hell is this movie about? The peanut butter sandwich? What? I was poking fun of the name. I'm like, what the hell is this about? And I was blown away. I feel like a lot of people should watch this film. It's probably the most endearing, heartfelt, feel-good film of the year. Very inspirational, especially the actor who portrayed Zack. He actually has Down syndrome, I believe so in real life. And God bless him. He is so good, genuine, and charismatic. And you just want to pull for him. You just want him to succeed and achieve his dreams. And Shia LaBeouf is the best he's been in anything in years. Like it is great. I hope we get a Shia LaBeouf resurgence, and I think it is happening right now. Their brotherly kind of bond they have, the chemistry is so good. Dakota Johnson was great as well, but it's really about Shia LaBeouf's character and Zach and him trying to be a pro wrestler. I'm the peanut butter falcon. It's just even this actor. I think his name is Thomas Hayden Church. Hope I got it right. But he was the Sandman in Spider-Man 3. He's been in a lot of other movies, like Sideways, that wine country movie. That was pretty good. He was in it. He was pretty good in it. But it was great seeing him, and he plays the wrestler that Zack idolizes. And he has such a great scene where it's a heartbreaking scene. I just thinking about it, man. I need another swig of this beer. Just I'm going to talk about that. Mm. Well, when they finally find him, um, Shia LaBeouf's character is like, look at him. I can't say no to him, and he was like, I'm sorry, this is, like he's basically telling Shia's character unfortunate news. Oh, man, it's just it's handled so well. And then the scene after that when he shows up in the car in the makeup and the full costume of his pro wrestler persona is just awesome. It's just, man, it's seriously watch the Peanut Butter Falcon. You must watch this movie. It's so good. So yeah, talking about the Peanut Butter Falcon, my video was kind of freezing. So anywho, great film, great indie film, most underrated film of 2019. Definitely go watch it. Everybody was great all around. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. That's why it's in my number 10 spot. Let's see, number 9, Doctor Sleep. By the way, follow me on Instagram. My username is in the link below. Follow me on there. I have my top 10 posted on there so you can see for yourself. But anyway, my number 9, Doctor Sleep. This film, I heard some people did not like it because it wasn't Kubrick enough. But I wasn't fucking expecting Stanley Kubrick. I mean, you just get one Stanley Kubrick once in a lifetime, people. I mean, Mike Flanagan did the best he could, and it was great. It was great. I was satisfied. I think he paid homage and tribute very well to both Stephen King and Stanley Kubrick. I didn't have a problem with the reshot Shining sequences. I didn't have a problem that he used different actors. I thought that was pretty cool. Some people say, oh, they should have done some de aging. Why? We get enough of that. Sometimes it could be hit or miss. Sometimes it could fucking look like clay dolls and look all weird and distorted and shit. It's not, sometimes we can't get the de aging, flawless magic like in The Irishman because the de aging there was amazing, the best probably ever. You know what I'm saying? So I did not have a problem with that. Ewan McGregor as an older Danny did a wonderful job. Really like the little girl in this movie as well. She was so good. She stole a lot of the scenes. But Rebecca Ferguson, oh, she is bae. She is so fine in this movie. Not only that, but she's so villainous. She sinks her teeth into the role, steals every scene she's in as Rose the Hat. I love her accent. I love the way she talks. Um, and this movie has so many interesting horror elements to it. It wasn't just like, oh, we're gonna be in the Overlook Hotel again. There's hauntings and there's what's going on. There was more. There's way more than that. It was we get the Overlook at the third act, and that was probably the greatest fan service ever. But it was well done fan service. Um, I really enjoyed it. If you're a fan of The Shining, definitely go see Doctor Sleep. Check that out. It's just I can't wait to own it. I saw it twice in theaters. Had a hell of a good time. It's not as scary, but I mean, it's just the story is just so good. It's incredible, and I love the way they played up their powers and having these kind of like psychic abilities, is like kind of like that. You'll see if you see the movie. You see there's one sequence where Rebecca Ferguson, she's like meditating her character, Rose the Hat, trying to locate the little girl. And we're greeted with this amazing aerial shot of her in the skies, and she's slowly floating over the clouds. I love that sequence, and then the score, that ominous score playing, like doom doom, like damn, that shit was so good. Doctor Sleep, number 9. Mhm. Mm. Number 8 is Toy Story 4. This is a film that I was scared to go see because Toy Story 3 is still my favorite Toy Story because they ended it perfectly. The trilogy wrapped up perfectly. So I was like, oh, this is just a cash grab. What the hell? I mean, I was still excited to see it, but there's no way it's gonna be on the level of those first three films. And I have to say, I think rewatching Toy Story 4, it is my second favorite Toy Story out of the four. Toy Story 4 is my second favorite out of the four films. Yeah, this is just like kind of like an epilogue, continued conclusion, if you will, a companion piece that goes very well with Toy Story 3. The ending, I cried, obviously, because these characters mean so much to me. Damn it, like Woody and Buzz and To Infinity and Beyond. Have you seen it? Oh my god, my whole audience, everybody just, that's all you heard. Oh, it's so good. I love this franchise, but I think it's done. It should be done. There shouldn't be a Toy Story 5. Everybody paid their respects, their farewells. It was heartbreaking. It was bittersweet, but I loved it, and it made sense. Where Woody, where Buzz, where everybody ended up towards the end, and I love Bo Peep in this movie. She was such a badass. I love what they did with her character. Yeah, Toy Story 4, number 8. That's I was thinking like maybe it shouldn't make my top 10, but man, you got that emotion out of me, the nostalgia, the feels, and if a movie could do that, pull it off, then it earns a spot in my book. All right, number 7. I apologize if this video is lagging. This damn camera. Okay, so I have a New Year's resolution: get a new camera. Oh man, if I'm gonna keep making videos, I definitely need a better camera than this Logitech crap. Anyway, number 7, Ford v Ferrari. This is a film that surprised me. James Mangold is a great director. Logan, the greatest of all time. I was very pleased with this. This is a very crowd pleasing film, and it was just executed so well. The racing sequences were very fast, very versatile, had a lot of kinetic energy to them. And while I was watching it, I just felt like I was watching history unfold. It's good going back. I love time period films like this. It was such a fascinating story. But the standouts are Matt Damon, Christian Bale. Yeah, this is what makes this movie work. Is their dynamic, their bond. They have a hilarious fight towards the middle, which which I loved. And then there's some tender moments towards the end that caught me off guard. That wow, it actually hit me in the feels. I was not expecting that. But yeah, a very inspirational, great, based on a true story type movie. Look forward to seeing more from James Mangold. He is a director to look out for. I mean, the man has made 310 to Yuma. He's made Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix. He's made Logan, and he's made this now. So he is a director to look out for. I look forward to any more of this director's work. Anything else that he touches, I'm in. I'm all in. Okay, number 6, and this is a recent movie. Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. Damn, camera keeps lagging. I hope it comes out good and I don't have to edit the hell out of this. Anyway, we're gonna keep rolling, baby. Still drinking my beer. So Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. Holy shit. This fucking movie. If someone says, "Oh, I don't see what all the anxiety inducing symptoms were all about from this film," bullshit. They didn't see it. They're fucking lying to you. Because this movie had me on edge. I was about to just fall off my fucking chair. Like, no joke. And I heard a lot of people saying that, but this movie never lets up. Every bad decision, you're just clenching your fist, holding on. You're just like, oh dear God, what else is gonna happen? This can't possibly get worse, and it does. And you're just like, holy shit, you're just in for the ride. The Safdie brothers, my God, I thought Good Time was good. A lot of people say, oh, it's so good, it's so great, but I thought it was just good. This is even better. These two directors, these two brothers, I gotta look out for more of their work. Um, and Adam Sandler. Yes, he has it in him. I believe in you, Adam Sandler. Damn it. Here's to you, Adam Sandler. Hope you get an Oscar nomination, baby. And if you do, and if you win, cheers to you, buddy. I wouldn't mind that at all because you deserved it. You knocked it out of the fucking park playing this crazy Jew, like they call him. They call him that in the movie, okay? Not racist. I'm just saying. They say that. Watch the trailer. The guys are the crazy ass Jew. Cheers. Mhm. Ah. Anyway, the ending shocked me. A lot of people, I can tell, the general audience, because I looked at everybody's reaction when it happened, and some people walked out. So it's one of those endings that brace yourself. It's very ballsy, but it makes sense. And at first, I was taken back. It was very jarring, just very holy shit, what the fuck just happened? But I really appreciated the direction they took. And like I said, oh, and who's the chick's name? Homegirl, Julia Fox. Oh my God, this girl is banging. I'm Jesus. Oh man, I'm sorry if I'm coming off thirsting here. I am thirsty. I'm drinking my beer. But I mean, yeah, she looks fine, damn it. But her acting was great, being her first film. And Kevin Garnett was actually really good as a basketball player. This film makes me want to get into like watching sports now, because I was never into that shit. But there's a sequence where everything is riding on a basketball game, and it's just heart pounding. You're just sweating. You're just like, oh my god, is he gonna pull it off? Uncut Gems is a gem of a movie, one of the best of 2019. Almost made my top five. So close, so close. Now we're gonna get into my top five here. I'm feeling a little nice from this beer. It's like 5.5 uh, alcohol volume or something. I mean, for a beer, that's pretty high, which is why I like this beer. Blue Point, Blue Point. That's what the name of this beer. Bear. Anyway, hold on a sec. I'm just a little lost now because okay, number five, top five. Number five is Knives Out. Rian Johnson, everyone's favorite Star Wars director, made this one, and I really enjoyed this. The Who Done It, interesting take. Um, I guess the twist happens not even midway in the beginning. They say, hey, they reveal something big, but it just made it all the more fascinating to keep watching. And the cast, oh my god, the cast is amazing. All star cast with Chris Evans, uh, Jamie Lee Curtis, Don Johnson, Michael Shannon. This movie gets best cast of the year. It should get that award. Easily. And then Daniel Craig with his Southern accent. What is this? CSI KFC? I love Daniel Craig in this role. He's so good. Anna de Armas is actually really good too. She is an upcoming actress. She caught my attention in Blade Runner 2049. Not only because she's pretty, because she has talent. And that's just a great combination when you got the looks and you got the talent. Awesome. And then she's going to be in the new Bond film as well. So I look forward to her in that film. Uh, so much fun. I can't wait to rewatch this. This movie, thoroughly entertaining. Had such a blast watching this film. Okay, number four, Avengers Endgame. This is so crazy. For this whole year, I was like, nothing is gonna top Endgame because the fanboy in me, I'm a Marvel fanboy. I don't give a fuck because Marvel is awesome. MCU all day, every day, baby. But this was the greatest culmination. I mean, it just paid off. Like what, all 22 films at this point, 21, 19. I don't know how many films, I lost count, damn it, but there's a lot of films that led up to this and it was worth it. So many epic moments. Seen it so many times. I think I've seen it like 7 or 8 times in theaters. So already I was like, there's no way nothing will top this. Three more films top this one. That's not to say this is easily the best movie going experience of the year, probably of all decade, because it's just like such a great event and seeing these characters, just the direction the story took, it's just unbelievable. The Russo brothers. All right, number three, Joker. This film, it was between Avengers Endgame over Joker or Joker over Avengers Endgame. The more I think about the Joker, the more riveting it is. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix performance, best acting performance of the year. Uh, well, actually, I don't. I can't just. Like a lot of people would agree, but there's another actor which we'll get into that is pretty good as well. But my God, he just sold me on Arthur Fleck. Just the themes of like social, like all the social classes, the higher class, rich, and the poor, and how we easily get overlooked and forgotten about and mistreated in society, and all those themes. I thought it was very powerful the way it was portrayed and it was handled, and Arthur Fleck's descent into the Joker. I mean, people are saying, "Oh, this is what are they saying? It's a fucking film for insults. Get the fuck out of here with that. Such stupid bullshit propaganda shit. Don't you come at me with that, all right? I don't want to hear that because it's not. It's just not like. I mean, you feel for the guy, sure, but and just because I understand what he's going through, what the shit that he's been dealt and all that, doesn't mean that oh yeah, I'm advocating for the Joker. Yeah, Joker murder fucking people. No, it's just Joaquin Phoenix is a damn good actor. He has so much gravitas to the fucking role that you're just on board. You understand his psychosis, what he's thinking about, why he's doing the thing he does. Does it make it uh, good or right? No, absolutely not. But we understand, and I mean, it's shocking. It's especially towards the end, but not to the level like everybody was making it out to be like this is the most violent film ever made. Get the fuck out of here with that. Not even close. Watch some of these Korean films, like I Saw the Devil or Old Boy, and you'll see violent. Or like the Raid movies, for example. That's very freaking violent. Anyway, I loved it. So quotable. The Murray Franklin scene. Get what you fucking deserve. Just left me speechless. I was just a tour de force performance. Him dancing in the stairs. The score. This movie has my favorite score, music of the year, composed for a film. Number two is Marriage Story. For personal reasons, it made my number two because I've been going through a similar situation this year. The argument scene is one of my favorite scenes in not only of the year in the of the decade. Honestly, there's so much going on in their facial expressions, everything that comes out, everything you say to your spouse or your loved ones when you're in the heat of the moment. I think we're all been there. Nobody's fucking perfect. There's no happy ever after fucking marriage like in the fucking fairy tales. You have to really work hard at it, and you got to take a lot of shit. You got to swallow your pride. You got to, you got to do everything it takes to make it work, because if you really love the person, you try to make it work the best you could, but there's just so much you can take. And this film is just a great example of that. I love that it just jumps into the breaking point of their marriage, where they're already thrusted into the divorce and then the proceeding process. I didn't think it was like this. It's fucking madness. Getting these lawyers involved, like, why would you do that? It just make things worse. And it just cranked up the tension between them even more, and that's what made it all the more powerful and riveting. And then at the ending, just broke my heart into a million pieces. I love this movie. Marriage Story is number two. One of the greatest dramas ever filmed. This director, Noah Baumbach, first film I ever saw of his. I need to go dive deep into his filmography and see his other films. More so now because bravo, this film was amazing. It's also on Netflix. Netflix has been killing it with the Oscar-nominated kind of movies they've been distributing. So good job, Netflix. Okay, number one. Number one. This is my number one. Here we go. Hmm. Parasite. Parasite. You're probably thinking to yourself, what the fuck is Parasite? And that's a damn shame. Watch it, because this is one of the greatest films I've seen all decade, or like of all time. Like, no joke. I heard so much praise coming out of this Korean foreign film, After seeing it, I only seen it once. And I only needed to see it once to know, okay, this is gonna be in my top three automatically. Nothing can top this. The more I thought about this film, the more I thought this needs to be my number one. Why? Because it does everything right. From the directing, the cinematography, the score, the storytelling, the acting. Everything is on point. Everything is just masterfully done. It's a masterpiece. Pure and simple, this film is a masterpiece. Just had me absolutely fucking floored when I was done with it. I wanted to rewatch it. I didn't even want to leave the theater. I just sat there until all the credits rolled. And I was like, you know what? I don't even want to leave. I want to fucking stay and just start it up again, people. It's that good. If you, I implore you, if you never gave foreign films a chance because you don't want to read the subtitles and whatever, these little bullshit excuses. Seriously, doing yourself a disservice. Watch this film. I want this film to win Best Picture of the Year. Seriously, they need to make a statement. Foreign films are just as good as American produced films. And I gotta look at this guy's name, Bon John Lu, or this guy is awesome. He made pretty good films in the past that I've seen. Um, was it Bon Joon Hoon? Bin Job. What the fuck is that? Bin. Forgive me, but I want to get his name right. Bong Joon Ho is the director of Parasite. He's made Snowpiercer with Chris Evans, which I really like too. It made my top 100 of the decade list. He's made other films like Mother and Memoirs of Murder, or something like that. I gotta check those films out, but my God, just bravo, well done, because I was riveted from start to finish. There's a twist in the middle that just mind-boggling. Just like what is happening? It's like genre defying. It just is slowly changing, morphing into different genres. It's like dark comedy, drama, then a little bit of horror, and just it has kind of the similar themes to the Joker when it comes to like the high class and then the low class kind of people, but it delves so deep into it that it feels so natural the way it's portrayed, and it makes it a little more memorable and more impactful. Watching these two families converge into one, and you're probably asking yourself, "What the hell is this about?" Watch the film. The less you know, the better. That's what it's about. It's about this rich class family and this poor class family, and when their lives converge, holy shit! It's just a chain reaction of just madness, of just so many things. It's just amazing. I loved it by the end. It hit me in the feels too in the end. If a movie could do that, then it's gonna resonate with me for a long time. And Parasite, I can't wait to own this film. So without a doubt, the best film of 2019, in my opinion. That's gonna wrap it up. We gone too far. Um, so yeah, thanks for watching as always. Curious to know what is your top 10 of 2019. Comment down below. Let me know. Let me know if you've seen any of these films from this list. And if you're finding my channel for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like if you want. And as always, I will catch you guys next year in 2020. Hopefully, it'll be a better year. I'm praying that it will be. And I wish you guys all happy new year. Drink responsibly. Don't drink too much. Unless you're gonna be home, then go buck wild. Catch you guys in the next one.